Hello dear students, continuing with the lecture on compressible flow of fluid mechanics. So this is the continuation part. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the continuity equation for compressible flow or for the fluids like air. So today we will discuss the second equation, which is Bernoulli's equation. You can see here. Okay, Bernoulli's equation has been derived for incompressible fluids in fluid dynamics chapter. Okay, the same procedure is followed. The flow of a fluid particle along a streamline in the direction of S is considered. Okay, the direction is missing there. The resultant force on the fluid particle in the direction of S is equated to the mass of the fluid particle and its acceleration. Okay, as the flow of compressible fluid is steady, the same Euler's equation as given by, so this is the Euler's equation which we have used for incompressible flow in case of fluid dynamics. Same equation we have taken, but the difference is in fluid dynamics chapter we have taken in the first term dp by rho, we have taken that rho to be constant and we have carried out the integration procedure. But here it cannot be done so, because rho is density which is changing in case of compressible flow. So dp by rho, in that term you cannot take rho outside. So here as rho changes, p also changes. Okay, because they are dependent on each other, because we have seen that equation of state PV is equal to mRT or P by rho is equal to RT, where if the pressure is changing, density will change. In other terms, if density is changing, pressure will change. Okay, so for mainly two processes, isothermal and adiabatic, we will get two forms of Bernoulli's equation for compressible flow. Okay, that we will discuss. So integrating the above equation will be getting in this form. Further, we have done the integration for these two terms, second and third term, but the first term integration will do it for two processes as discussed. In case of incompressible flow, the density rho is constant. Hence, integration of dp by rho is equal to p by rho. Okay, but in case of compressible flow, the density rho is not constant. Okay, hence rho cannot be taken outside the integration sign. With the change of rho, the pressure P also changes for compressible fluids. This change of P and rho takes place according to, this is for isothermal process, this is for adiabatic process. Okay, depending upon the type of process during the compressible flow, the value of rho from these equations in terms of P, pressure, is obtained and substituted in the equation for this term. So in the equation means we will be substituting in this equation, in equation A, in place of this term. Then the integration is done. The Bernoulli's equation will be different for isothermal process and adiabatic process. As I told earlier, we will be getting two equations, one for isothermal process and one for adiabatic process. Okay, so first we will do it for isothermal process. Sorry for the disturbance. Continuing, so we have considered for isothermal process this equation. Okay, so what we will be doing is in this equation I will try to replace this term, integration of dp by rho term. There is integration sign missing, so this has to be replaced. So for that we have considered isothermal process, and I will be considering integration of dp by rho. So dp by rho is replaced by p by c, you can see. So we are using this equation and modifying. So if I modify in place of rho, I will be getting p by c. So p by c substitute is here. Again, c is constant, you can take it outside. So t is taken outside, c is taken outside. So on taking out c outside, it will be dp by p. So integration of dp by p is log p base e. So that we get here. So again we have constant c. Again from this term we can substitute the value of c as p by rho. So the value is substituted. Okay, now we know that integration of dp by rho is this term. Okay, so in equation A we'll be replacing this integration of dp by rho term by this term. Okay, so we will be getting this equation. You can see the two terms are same. The first term, which is integration of dp by rho, is replaced by this term. So on substitution we will get this term. So what is the next step? Divide it by g. So the entire equation is divided by g, so we will be getting this term. So this is nothing but equation B. Equation B is Bernoulli's equation for isothermal process. Okay, so the equation again can be extended as written for section 1 and 2, so which we will be using to solve problems. Okay, now similarly we'll do it for adiabatic process, but for adiabatic process the equation is p by rho raised to k is equal to constant, or p by rho raised to gamma is equal to constant. So where gamma is adiabatic index, or it is ratio of specific heats, so rho is Cp by Cv, the value is 1.4. Okay, so what we'll be doing is we'll be replacing this rho raised to k and modifying this rho is equal to, it is k or gamma. Okay, so rho is equal to p by c raised to 1 by gamma. Okay, now we are trying to replace in equation A the integration dp by rho term. So for that we'll consider that, and considering, so the value of rho is here, which is replaced. Okay, the value of rho is replaced by this equation. So you can see dp by rho is replaced by the equation 2. So we'll be getting this new term where c, which is in the denominator of the denominator, goes to the numerator with c raised to 1 by gamma, and in the denominator we will be having p raised to 1 by gamma into dp. So c raised to 1 by gamma is constant, we can take it out. So you can see in the next step it is taken out, and p raised to 1 by gamma, okay, p raised to 1 by gamma, as it is in the denominator, if you write it in the numerator we will get p raised to minus 1 by gamma into dp. So we have this integration of x raised to n form. Integration of x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So on integration we will be getting this term, next term, which is on integration. So we have this term p raised to minus 1 by gamma plus 1 divided by minus 1 by gamma plus 1. Okay, so this term again it is simplified by taking LCM. So we will get it as minus 1 plus gamma divided by gamma. So that is there in the next step, you can see. So c by 1 raised to c raised to 1 by gamma into p raised to minus 1 plus gamma divided by gamma. The same index is in the denominator, minus 1 plus gamma divided by gamma. So instead of writing like this, you can write down gamma minus 1. So c raised to 1 by gamma, p raised to gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. So same is there in the denominator, gamma minus 1 by gamma. So again we will try to replace this c raised to 1 by gamma term from this equation. So on simplification we will get this p raised to 1 by gamma divided by rho. So that is replaced here. Further we can simplify by taking p raised to 1 by gamma and p raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma as a raised to m into a raised to n form, and taking rho and this term on one side. So you can see 1 by rho, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 is taken, and p raised to 1 by gamma plus gamma minus 1 by gamma. So on taking LCM we will get plus 1 minus 1 cancelled. So in the next step we will get p raised to gamma divided by gamma, that is also getting cancelled. So finally we will get a simple term for this dp by rho integration term, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into p by rho. So this term is replaced in the equation A. So after replacing, we'll be getting this equation again further, which is divided by G. So we will get final equation C, which is gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into P by rho G plus V square by 2G plus Z is equal to constant. So this C equation is known as Bernoulli's equation for adiabatic process. Okay. Again, the same equation can be modified and it can be written for any two sections, section 1 and section 2. Okay. Thank you.